Morning after of the Tszyu Tony Harrison fight. First off, I like how the fight started at like 11:30. I thought it was going to be one of those 1:30 jobs, so good for them that they did that. Tszyu Tony Harrison. Uh, I thought that Tszyu really dominated the fight much more than I thought he would. I thought Harrison would give a better account for himself. He looked kind of old. He was not moving his legs, as they said in the commentary, especially Jermell Charlo. And some of that they attributed to having a smaller ring. I think, though, much more of that is attributed to his age. And legs are the first thing to go. Power is the last thing to go. Tony Harrison had great legs, never had a lot of power. So his style is not a style that ages well. I love the way Tszyu fought. He was so calm, so poised, so patient, systematically broke him down. Hurt him badly a few times and then stopped him in the ninth round. Harrison was bad over there. He did get up, and I thought maybe he could have continued, but whatever. The ref did what he did, and I understand people saying he took a lot of punishment up until that point, so I'm not going to say it was a bad stoppage. But I like the way Tszyu fought. He cut the ring off very well. He was calm. He was composed. Defensively, pretty sound. I think he has a lot of power. I think his defense is underrated, and I think his ability to cut the ring off is really good. I know a lot of people weren't big on Tszyu before this, and I wasn't huge on him either, even though I picked him to knock out Tony Harrison. But this was the best I've seen him look. Way better than he looked versus Garcia. I like what I saw, and now we want to see the fight with him and Jermell Charlo next. I think that he's the toughest fight for Jermell Charlo right now, undisputed champion. And I think that he could beat Jermell Charlo. A lot of people say, oh, Charlo's a different animal than Harrison, which I agree with, but we saw what Brian Castano did to Charlo in that first fight, and I thought Castano really won that fight. So Tszyu's more skilled than Castano is. Maybe he doesn't have the awkwardness, to beat Charlo like Castano did. But I don't know. I think Tszyu has a good chance. Don't get me wrong. I still think that Jermell Charlo is the favorite, and he should be the favorite, and I would pick him to win. But I think Tszyu is a very worthy challenger. And as far as Tony Harrison goes, I think it's over for him. He had a good career, but I think he's going to retire after this. I think that as Steve Farhood, who did a great job in the broadcast last night, alluded to, you got to wait now at the back of the line, and all the belts are with one guy now, and you fought that guy twice, so it doesn't seem like he's ever going to get that rubber match, that third fight with Jermell Charlo. So where do you go from here? I know he's a trainer. He trains Alicia Baumgartner. He's done a great job with her. And even before this, I remember seeing some interviews when, some tragedies had happened in boxing with Maxim Davydashev and things like that, where there were a few deaths in the sport. I remember Harrison saying that he wanted to stop fighting. So I think that he'll end it. It'll be done for him. He was a good fighter. He had a good career. I thought people were kind of overrating him going into this fight. He's like, this masterful Pernell Whitaker type boxer. He's, got a great jab, got some good lateral movement, or I should say had some good lateral movement. Not any major speed, hand or foot. His reflexes are not great. Not much of an inside fighter. Good counter puncher. Not a huge puncher. Always had a questionable chin and stamina problems. So, he was a good pro, but I think people went a little bit too far in the build-up to this fight. I don't know why people were surprised that Tszyu knocked him out. This is a guy, Tony Harrison, who I thought he really lost to Brian Perella, when he got that draw. So, Charlo said after the fight he's not the same fighter since he fought Charlo. That could be true, but to be honest with you, I didn't think he was that good of a fighter when he fought Charlo. I just thought that in that first fight, Charlo was headhunting, and I think Tony Harrison matches up very well with Charlo. I think it's a styles make fights thing. And in the second fight, because the first fight I had a draw, to be honest with you. In the second fight, I thought that Harrison did well, but his gas tank, went out the same way it did versus Jarrett Hurd. So Jarrett Hurd and Tony Harrison both had, nice careers, but it doesn't seem like there's much left for either of them. Want to see Tszyu fight Charlo next. Don't know where it will be, but the one thing is Tszyu, that fight was in his home turf, in Australia. He was at home. He was comfortable. Let's see him go, to America again, because he got dropped by Garcia in the last one when he came to America. Go into the Lions then, and beat Charlo. I would like to see that fight. It should be a good one. That was the fight that was supposed to happen, but Charlo got injured. So Let's make it happen. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.